Hey everybody, this is TKO Meep. As many of you know, the BF4 Beta recently ended. So for the past 15 days, I played nothing but BF4. I feel that I have a good grasp on things from what I played in the beta. I made it to level 10, the highest you can go, and unlocked every weapon and kit tool. Yes, I have no life. So, where to begin? Well, the first day I played, I won't lie, I hated it. But it began to warm up to me, and I began to like it. Then I began to love it. To simplify things, I will be critiquing three huge elements: gameplay, balance, and overall appearance. I would like to start off, however, by saying I played the PC version, which means that the ammo function, where when you reloaded and you lost the bullets left in the mag, was not present. Also, control scheme was no issue with PC. Of course, it also looked better, and we had boats, transport helicopters, and attack helicopters, and, well, you get it. A lot of these issues appeared to be the most talked about, especially the new control scheme, but as I said, I did not experience that. One huge issue, though, with the PC version was that the build was very poorly optimized for CPUs. This resulted in performance that fell below average of an FPS. Now that we have that out of the way, let's get started on gameplay. So some major things added in BF4 included attack boats, water combat, elevators, counter knife, extra damage per bullet, and the lean function. So let's start off by talking about attack boats. Attack boats were very fun. The map that we got, though, Siege of Shanghai, however, was not the best map to show off naval combat, as there was only one attack boat present, and none if you played on console. But the water-to-air and ground-to-water combat was very fun, and I am very pleased to say that DICE really executed naval combat well. I am interested to see how water-to-water combat will play out, as the only naval combat we really saw was a bunch of suicidal jet skis crashing into attack boats. And I think you all know what I'm talking about. You know, when the snipers, you put C4 on the jet skis, you crash it into a attack boat, and you just blow it up. And I mean, that's pretty fun, but I don't know. So next, we're talking about water combat, which is a heck of a lot more fun. The diving feature is very helpful, and getting into pistol fights in the water, especially in Obliteration, where we had to fight over the bomb in the water at times, was some of the most fun I've ever had in a game. I now no longer commit suicide when I get stuck in the water. Instead, I just go all Spec Ops and sneak up on shore and knife somebody. Elevators are also very fun. It does sort of suck that they're really just teleporters, but that's okay. The elevator function is very fun. Hearing that door close when being on the roof is chilling. You sit there anticipating the worst, just to find out it was only a teammate. Hearing the ding of the elevator makes you jump, and going up the elevators praying that nobody sets C4 at the top is worrying, to say the least. I feel the elevators are a great addition, and DICE once again outdid themselves. Now, the counter knife is controversial, and you really either love the counter knife or you hate it. I love it. I can't tell you how many times I get in a gunfight and the enemy runs out of ammo and charges me with a knife. In BF3, I would be dead, but now I can counter those suicidal idiots. Sometimes it does glitch, like once I was facing a guy who was running at me and the game registered it as if he came from behind me, so I was instantly killed. And once I knifed a guy from behind, but the game registered it oppositely, and it said that he was facing me, so he counter-knifed me, and I died. But overall, I think it's a nice addition in my opinion. I can't say I would be mad if they added a brawl function where both players are kind of like fighting it out, you know, like spamming F to see who would win. But I also foresee, if they did that, that a lot of people would just end up getting shot from behind. And of course, if somebody began to lag, that would kind of destroy the brawl. I would just keep it the way it is, but I really can't say I care, as long as they don't remove the counter knife. The extra damage per shot is also a nice feature, and really forces you to stay together to stay alive. Also, the new squad commands work perfectly. I feel more connected to my squad than ever, and everybody seemed a lot more coordinated. The lane function is also a nice addition, and I really enjoy it. Not much more to say about gameplay. I feel the gameplay in BF4 is better than ever. Now, balance I have some issues with. My biggest issue has got to be the stupid AK family. They are way too OP. When I'm sniping a sniper with my AK-12, and then the next second I beat an engineer with a PDW in close quarters, well, that weapon is just a god weapon. So many servers I see assault guys just running around with that thing, not caring about their team. The gun needs to be nerfed. Add more recoil. There is a reason we all wanted the M16A3 removed. It was OP, and now you're replacing it with something just as bad. The snipers are also a little OP. I was able to go an entire match quickscoping, and I went positive, finished in the top 3 of the match. Quickscoping shouldn't even be present in Battlefield. That is an awful thing that should stay in Call of Duty. Also, kits are very unbalanced. Almost nobody runs support because you get barely no points. The airburst is useful at times. You only get a few points for laying down ammo, which same thing with the assault class. Almost nobody would lay down health because you get no points for laying down health. The reason I liked Battlefield was the teamwork aspect, but with there being no reward for laying down medic packs and the reviving count being so short now that if a guy is not right next to me, there's no point to get him because it takes so long to charge the defibs, and even then most people won't even get up because they would rather have 100 health than 20. Because of this, I rarely get revived anymore, and I have to spam the chat to get a health pack because most people see no point to heal if they get no points. So in the end, most assault players don't heal or revive, and they just shoot, and few players play support. Another balance issue is that the RPG should not be able to lock on. While it is very fun to do and encourages teamwork, we already have that with the javelins. No point in adding it to the RPGs. Just make the RPGs an instant kill on helicopters if they hit them. But don't feature the lock-on. So essentially, keep it the same way it was in BF3. Finally, I must say that the AA vehicle is fairly OP. Now, yes, it should be more powerful than BF3 and be able to hold its own in infantry combat. But when most AA drivers just sit there in the middle of the map, mowing down infantry, not even caring about aircrafts, well, that's an issue. Other than that, I feel the game is fairly balanced, though. Finally, overall appearance. So yes, the game doesn't look quite as good as BF3 as of now, in my opinion. And when the tower falls, the map becomes just very dull and ugly, even though that is intentional. But I'm sure the final game will be the best looking game to date. I have high hopes for BF4, and even though the beta was a little bumpy, I'm confident that this will be one of the best games of 2013. Maybe one of the best multiplayer games ever if DICE fixes some of these issues. Just make it more balanced, reward players for teamwork more, as it seems a lot of people are becoming KD obsessed. Well, anyways, guys, I'm TKO Meep, and if you liked, please make sure to hit that like button, and subscribing would be much appreciated. Also, leave a comment down below, tell me what you think I should improve on after playing the BF4 Beta. See you guys next time.